The ongoing controversy over Prince Harry's US visa status is more than a tabloid spectacle. I think it's a striking example of the bureaucratic quagmire that defies that defies reality, that defies sense, and that defines the modern immigration systems. At its core, the issue highlights the weaponization of immigration rules, the arbitrary nature of visa decisions, and the inherent flaws in an approach that prioritizes excessive paperwork over genuine human considerations. The Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank in the United States, has led the legal effort to reveal whether Prince Harry misrepresented his past drug use on a US visa application. His memoir, Spare, contained admissions of drug efforts, leading critics to argue that either he lied on his application or he was given preferential treatment by the Biden administration. There is a third possibility, that he embellished the truth in his memoir to sell books. The released documents, however, have offered little clarity. They were heavily redacted and devoid of conclusive information about his visa status. The case, instead of being a simple matter of bureaucratic procedure, has now morphed into a political battle, with Trump, King Charles, and Meghan Markle being drawn into the fray. And beyond the scandal-driven headlines, this incident illustrates the dangers of politicizing immigration. But when visa applications become instruments for ideological or partisan disputes, the very purpose of immigration policy, ensuring a fair and rational system, is lost. This is an issue that extends far beyond Prince Harry. The deeper issue that this case exposes is the structural rigidity of immigration systems. Across the world, thousands, if not millions, of individuals find themselves encased in bureaucratic purgatory, unable to move forward with their lives because of the interminable delays and excessive red tape of immigration. Immigration shouldn't be weaponized for political gain, nor should it be left to a Kafkaesque bureaucratic system that revels in its own inefficiency. If Prince Harry's case teaches us anything, it's that the immigration system must serve the people, not the other way round.
Greetings, dear viewers, and welcome to our channel. If you're new here, we invite you to join our community of truth seekers. Our content is designed to enlighten, provoke thought, and sometimes challenge the status quo. We delve into a broad spectrum of topics, shining light on the stories that matter, just like the one we're about to share with you today. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, do consider subscribing for more insightful content. So without further ado, let's dive into today's topic. Recently, Professor Tim Wilson made headlines with his strong stance against the unjust criticism of Prince Harry. Wilson, a beacon of sensibility, exposed the absurdity of the politically charged attacks on Harry, calling out the media and haters for their toxic obsession with his private life. In a world where privacy is increasingly becoming a luxury, it's high time we respected that even public figures have a life beyond the spotlight. So what if Harry chose to live life on his own terms? Wilson urges us to question, isn't that what we all strive for? With his sharp intellect and unwavering sense of justice, Wilson has shone a light on how Harry's visa case is being weaponized for political gain. He's stressed that this relentless scrutiny is nothing more than a witch hunt. Certain people are desperate to drag Harry down, but their mission is failing, and Wilson is making sure they know it. His powerful words serve as a warning to those who can't seem to move on from their unhealthy fixation. Their obsession with Harry isn't just petty, it's dangerous. This isn't about laws or transparency, it's about spite. Wilson isn't standing by idly, though. He's standing up for justice, calling out the hypocrisy, and making it clear that enough is enough. Harry, like any individual, deserves privacy, respect, and the right to live his life without being used as a political pawn. And thanks to Professor Tim Wilson, the truth is being laid bare. His courage in speaking out deserves our admiration and gratitude. After all, it was high time someone uttered these words. Professor Wilson's words have indeed struck a chord, and it's time to delve deeper into this issue. The constant scrutiny that Prince Harry is subjected to is nothing short of a witch hunt. Imagine, for a moment, waking up each day to a barrage of headlines, tweets, and tabloid stories about your life. Imagine every decision you make, every step you take, being dissected and analyzed by millions. This is the reality for Prince Harry, a reality that has been weaponized for political gain. The media, with its insatiable appetite for scandal, has transformed Harry's personal life into a public spectacle. Every detail, from his visa status to his family dynamics, is scrutinized, criticized, and often misrepresented. But let's be clear, this isn't just about Harry, it's about the media's obsession with the lives of public figures, their eagerness to stir controversy, and their disregard for personal boundaries. This relentless scrutiny isn't harmless. It's a form of psychological warfare, a constant barrage of negativity that can take a toll on even the strongest of individuals. And what's more, it's being used as a tool for political manipulation. Harry's decisions, his choices, his very existence have been weaponized. His life has become a battlefield, where political agendas are advanced at the expense of his privacy and peace of mind. This isn't about holding a public figure accountable. It's about using someone's personal life as a pawn in a larger game. Professor Wilson is not just calling out the hypocrisy, he's standing up for justice. This isn't a mere expression of opinion or a casual observation. No, this is an assertive stance, a bold declaration. Professor Wilson is stepping into the arena, ready to combat the toxic obsession that has taken hold of Prince Harry's critics. This is a fight for justice, a fight against a wave of hypocrisy. The haters, the media, the gossip mongers, they've all chosen to focus their energies on tearing down a man who simply chose to live life on his own terms. Prince Harry's decision to carve out a path independent of royal traditions has been met with relentless scrutiny. But why? This is not about laws or transparency. This is about spite. It's about a refusal to accept change, a stubborn obsession with the status quo. Professor Wilson sees this for what it is, a dangerous, petty obsession. He's not standing by idly. He's calling out the haters, challenging them, questioning their motives. He's standing up for justice, for fairness, for the right to personal freedom. He's making it clear that enough is enough. This relentless scrutiny, this weaponization of a private life for political gain, has to stop. This fight for justice is not just about Prince Harry. It's about everyone who's been unfairly targeted, everyone who's been judged for choosing their own path. It's about standing up against a culture of spite and obsession. It's about saying, no more. Professor Wilson's stand is a beacon of hope in a sea of negativity. It's a call to arms, an invitation to join the fight against this toxic culture. It's a stand for justice, for fairness, for respect. This isn't just about protecting Harry, it's about standing up for what's right. Every individual, royal or not, deserves privacy, respect, and the right to live life on their own terms. Professor Tim Wilson, with his eloquence and firmness, has beautifully articulated this belief, and it couldn't be more pertinent to Prince Harry's situation. In a world where every move is watched and every decision dissected, privacy becomes a rare luxury. But let's not forget, it's not a privilege, it's a right. A right that Harry, like all of us, is entitled to. As Wilson rightly points out, the unrelenting scrutiny into Harry's life isn't just an invasion of his privacy. It's a gross misuse of power, turning a personal matter into a political spectacle. Moreover, respect is not a commodity to be traded based on public opinion. It's a fundamental human courtesy that Harry deserves, irrespective of his choices. All too often we see his decisions being criticized and belittled. But as Wilson emphasizes, it's not for us to dictate how Harry should live his life. He has every right to carve his own path, to seek happiness in his own way. It's high time we respect that. Lastly, when we talk about living life on one's own terms, it's about the freedom to make choices without fear of retribution or manipulation. Unfortunately, Harry's life has been used as a political chess piece, his actions exploited for ulterior motives. But as Wilson has courageously reminded us, this is not a game and Harry is not a pawn. He's a human being with a right to live his life, free from political agendas. In essence, Professor Wilson's stand is a clarion call for respect, privacy and freedom. It highlights the need to treat individuals as just that. Individuals, not spectacle, not fodder for political gain. It's a reminder that we should value human rights over sensationalism, personal dignity over public curiosity. Thanks to Professor Tim Wilson, the truth is being laid bare, and it's high time we all took notice. Professor Tim Wilson's courage in speaking out against this unjust treatment of Prince Harry deserves our appreciation. His words are a beacon, illuminating the murky waters of media scrutiny and political manipulation. His stand for justice, his refusal to let Harry's private life be used for political gain, is both commendable and inspiring. His message is clear. It's time to focus on real issues, not manufactured controversies. As we conclude this video, we hope that Professor Wilson's words serve as a wake-up call for all